what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200 podcast. And this is our
review show.
all right, man. I feel like we're gonna have to put a lot of stuff on this because I already know that it's gonna generate a lot of people onto this as soon as we start this and we add the hashtags and all of that good stuff. I know it's gonna send a lot of people this way. And most of them probably won't even finish the video before they type something crazy in or whatever. I say, just hear us out. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to disagree with us. It's okay for you to have an opinion. You know, everybody's raised from a different place, and it's okay. It's okay. But for all intended purposes, we're gonna tell you how we feel. And the reason I'm giving all of this right here is because today we're going to be reviewing Jason Aldean's Small Town Small. This one is getting a lot of plays for some good and for some bad reasons. I know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how my brothers are going to do it, but we're going to figure this out. So Jason Aldean, country singer, has made a controversial, I call it controversial song, which some think it has some racial epithets. I don't know how you say it. Some racial things in here that people are that people are doing, man. So people are kind of talking about. So we're going to talk about it here, man. So everybody listen to the song, man. Everybody watch the video.
Yep.
All right, we're not gonna play the video because I know for sure they'll turn us in, man. We get canceled real quick. They turn us in. they be on the loose. So this is how I'm gonna come to it, bro. Because I was gonna give a real good rant. I was gonna give a real good rant, and I say, you know what? I'm going to try to come to give this talk as an educational talk. That's how I'm coming. I don't know how y'all coming. Y'all might do the rant still. But for me, the song, like, okay, I've lived in some small towns. I know some small towns. You understand that? And I'm good with it. So I understand small town values. I understand what y'all like. I sit and talk to all kinds of people, and I worked all around all kinds of people and everything. And I have no problem with it. I understand that they were raised different than some of the city folks. The city we live in, or the city we grew up in, is not like a huge city, only like 116,000. Smaller than Macon, Georgia, where Jason Aldean is from. But I understand that there's smaller cities around us and everything. They got some different values and different things they believe in. And I'm okay with that. So I was actually okay with some of the song until it started getting he had some key words in there. I'll put it that way. He had some words in there that are some triggers, which would make me say that like some of these black folks who saying like the song ain't racist. I stand with Jason. Like, look, the song has some parts in it that was very racist. And he might not understand, like what I've come to learn is like some people don't know the things that they say and the things that do, how it affects other people and how other people take it. The one line for me, and I want to have a conversation about it. So guys, don't let me just do all the talking. Like y'all jump on in anytime. You know what I mean? Like the part that really got me triggered, like I was good with it all the way up until he said the good old boys. I'm looking at the verse right. I'm looking at the lyrics right now. I can't find it, but it's a part in there where he says something about the good old boys are good. Help me out there if y'all see it before I see it.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong song, man.
No, he said that in his song. I remember that part.
Said it in his song. No, I'm talking about the lyrics I'm looking at.
Oh. Yeah, it's on the second verse. Hold on. Full of good old boys raised up right.
Yeah. It's okay. What's the name of the song? Because this thing is popping up.
Try
Small
that in a
town,
small
small.
town.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah,
Okay, let
try
me.
that in a small town.
Okay, so I'm gonna edit all that other stuff. 'Cause I'm looking at the wrong song. Okay. All right. So this is what the second verse. That part when he said that. Which verse you said it was in, Jay?
Yeah, I think it's the second verse.
My bad, guys. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he said it in the verse, full of good old boys raised up right. And I hear that. I'm like, contrary to what? Like
Yeah.
for black people, for me and
Well,
other black people like me, when you hear that
and
good old boys,
then you got to
go
finish.
ahead.
Go to the next sentence. Full of good old boys raised up right. If you're looking for a fight,
Yeah.
you don't put that together.
Yeah. Which is funny because he said good old boys. Like for black people, we hear that good old boys. We thinking them country, white boys that don't like us. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
And I tell you what's funny about it is because like the good old boys, Dukes of Hazzard theme song is like the Dukes of Hazzard was criminals running from the cops and mistreating the cops.
It always is.
Which is what you say, Leo?
I say it always is.
Yeah.
I find it so funny. It's so funny when they be like that. The good old boys, but like you said, they was really the the Dukes of Hazard. They were really like moonshiners and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
wasn't like
They were criminals.
yeah, they wasn't like the good side of the law. Guys, it was running from the cops all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing when they storm Washington. They try to make it say, "Oh, they're good people. They're good this and
Yeah.
good that. They're
The Patriots.
they're patriots." But it's like you guys went in there and y'all killed police officers, and stuff
Yeah.
like federal officers and hurt these people and stuff like that. Without a problem.
The funny thing is in the first verse where he talk about cuss out the cop, spitting his face, stuff on the flag. Like in my head, that's the first thing I thought about was January 6th.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did on that day. That's exactly what they
Yeah.
did on that day.
The whole song it made me laugh because I was like, so he went defensive the first verse. You can't do
Yeah.
this. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do this in
Yeah.
the small town. Then he went offensive in the second verse by starting off. Got a gun from my granddad. He gave me.
Yeah.
And this shit won't fly in the city. It can fly in the city, but good luck in a small town. And that's what I'm saying. Like he went straight offensive. You ain't gonna cross the line. It was certain things that I was like, okay, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
a town, a lights out town, because you ain't gonna cross the line, like he said. It won't take long to find you, because he said for you
Yeah.
to find out. I don't recommend you don't. Full of good old boys, if you're looking for a fight. So that's all I thought of. He got real offensive on and put things in his hands on that second verse, and it was like, yeah, I wish, I wish the Negro.
But to me, it's like he act like there isn't crime and there isn't things that a lot of these school shootings are small towns
Yeah,
and stuff like that. These things happen in small towns.
yeah,
So you can't make a song like, "Oh, we'll try that." They have, they
yeah,
are.
yeah,
It's getting done in
yeah.
a small town. You know what I
Hey,
mean? So you can't say, in the city it might happen more often, but that's only because there's more people.
population. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bigger population, so you're gonna have a bigger what you call it. But all those things he talked about or whatever are still going down in small towns.
Every episode,
Yeah. That was
every episode in the city of Mayberry, you saw Andy Griffith, locking somebody up and Born and Fight. So the whole show in that small town was about a cop.
Yeah. And things still happen in that small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the part I was gonna bring. Like the city he raised in, like crime is up everywhere. Everywhere. And a lot of the crimes he described, like you can almost, you kind of see he might not have said it directly, but you kind of tell he's talking to the black folk.
Well, I think
But
he was talking to both. You know what I mean? Because even the video showed like what they would call liberals or whatever spitting in the car face and stuff. That was like white people.
Yeah.
You didn't see the black people on that part or nothing else like that. But the hoodie parts that they showed, that was, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like you can't make a song. To me, I know there's people who will stand up and try to sing this song, but the song ain't real. It's not real. There's drugs that happen in small towns. They done went from moonshining to meth in small towns. You know what I mean? Big meth labs and stuff like that in small towns. So it's still the same.
Yeah, that's usually where it's manufactured. I mean, you had the whole show. What was that series on HBO? Old boy left, the city to go in the middle of the woods to, do all that. I can't remember the name of that show. It was on HBO though. It was a big show, but yeah, man, that's usually where they go to, the small towns, to hide out, stay low,
more space.
Yeah,
get to a more remote location.
Yeah, and nobody in your business. Well, they be in your business, but you can hide more.
Yeah,
city, more cameras, more people looking at you, more people paying attention. But I like Isaac said, I get what he was saying. I think more of his message was they're taught values in the small towns, in the city, not so much. But to me, I mean, you can't really say in this generation because it's small town kids are still exposed with the internet.
Yeah.
So the small town kids are acting like the city kids, nowadays. So you really, I mean, they might, a little bit know a little, stuff here or there because they in the country, but nah, they be having city values too. Because they see it, otherwise country people wouldn't be on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all that type of stuff. You
don't say the point is the town where he's from, because y'all talking about the crime in the town. So the town he's from, Macon, Georgia, if you look on the crime statistics, like from that city, it's just like Beaumont. From that city versus national crime rate, like all of their violent crimes is double the national average. A large number of rapes, murders, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you singing about it, but you ain't doing nothing for your town. I don't. Now, do I think the guy's racist? I don't know the guy, so I can't call him racist. But I'm gonna say this: reading the lyrics and watching some of the video, I can see and understand why somebody would think that this song is racist. You know what I mean? Which I understand. I put it this way: I understand because I say the same thing about my house. Like, not in my house. Somebody come in my house, they gonna get a bullet in their head. You know what I mean? I'm very protective of it. Like, hey, not in my side of the town. You know what I mean? I'm very protective. I think that's like a natural thing. But you gotta be careful. I think the song would have made a great rap song, man. He could have. he keeping it real. He keeping it real for what he sees. But I think some of the lyrics. What you say?
Like you said, maybe Macon ain't that small town that he talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got artists from Macon. I think Fujiano's from Macon. He's locked. I think he locked up still. So it's a different. You talking about small town in the 70s and 80s, probably not small town 2023 because
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
different.
and like y'all said, the same crimes are happening in small town, just like this area here, like the area I live in, Beaumont. You know, the local news broadcasts everything that happened in Beaumont, so it looks like a lot of stuff is happening in Beaumont. But if you go around them other little towns around here, you go around Kirbyville and Jasper and all these little towns, they got just as much stuff going on, just as bad stuff going on. You just don't hear about it because it's not broadcasted as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the crime is a huge issue, but if we focus on it just being one person in city, in democratic cities, or the black people, or the brown people, or whatever, we keep pointing fingers, we ain't never gonna figure out how to resolve some of the bigger issues, you know, because we so focused on, well, maybe if we fix them, we'll fix the problem. Like if you think that fixing all the black people is gonna fix crime, you're wrong.
Yeah. Because the small towns that he be talking about ain't no black people in them.
Yeah.
No, and crime's still happening.
Yeah.
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 Because we
If you
did
want to fix
have
crime, if you want to fix crime, fix the poor problem.
Yeah.
If people got money and they got stuff and they can eat, they ain't gonna commit the crimes. When I get hungry, my kid gets hungry, hey, I'm gonna sell some drugs. I'm gonna go rob somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But at
So-
on the other extent, you know, you got to understand that the people that came from his city as well, Lil Richard, he from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
Otis Redding from Macon, Georgia. So you know, still your small town got some, you know,
Big players.
yeah. So
I don't think his intent was to be racist or to cause any divide or anything. I don't think that was his intent. I honestly don't believe that was intent, but I can tell you there's gonna be some racist mofo listening to it with that intent. Though. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Empower.
Oh, go ahead.
It's a song where they'll think it's empowering.
Yeah.
And it'll empower them to do something, you know, see somebody who's driving through that small town and just stopping to get gas with a hoodie on, and they feel like they need to go over there and talk to them or say something to them. Not knowing that person with that hoodie got their pistol in the front. I'm just
But it's like,
and even on the part of the video, I wanted to make that point too. That on the part of the video where they're running over like protesters and stuff, and he's talking about, you know, what he's talking about. He talking his jump. He talking his jump. His doo doo. You know what I mean? Like that's not happening in small towns because there's not a lot of injustices happening in small towns. But when they do have injustice happen in small towns and the people show up, I tell you from experience, because a little guy named James Bird in Jasper, Texas, when the people showed up because of that injustice, it wasn't no small town folk fighting. They all locked themselves in the house. Like, can y'all please leave now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted now. If some kind of injustice happened in your little small town, and the people show up, I don't care what you got. You ain't don't, you know, they ain't just make one rifle.
He like, I got my grandpa gun. Man, we got brand new guns.
You know what I mean? You boys got switches and stuff.
Those people come with things you ain't never thought of. With.
Yeah, these
doing this.
You know, I got Pawpaw 6-shooter, and this guy come out here with a 50-round clip on a 9.
he got a whole musket.
Yeah. Right there. It's like,
hold on. Little buddy got 40 switches in his car.
Could have sworn I saw a grenade launcher. You know, it's like, what?
So don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted, man. Like all together, man. You know, I hate that it come to, you know, even like I said, its intent may not have been there, but it's going to be taken that way by some people, and some people are going to defend it as you know what I mean. If you want to defend it, defend it. I think I just wanted to kind of tell you, you know, I don't promote it, but I do see the racial in it. I ain't saying you're a racist, but there's some racist. it's racist. This song is racist-ish.
Might take your song the wrong way.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Quite a few people that's going to take your song the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're gonna base it off of. They're gonna do their research. Where are you from? Georgia. He from the South.
Yeah.
Because I think when I was looking at the lyrics of this song, he had another song talking about like key small town small, but I'm like, the reason why small towns start growing is because they need to grow.
Yeah.
Well, he
You
got some
need
questionable lyrics in that one too, because that's the song I pulled up on accident when I was trying to look for this lyrics too. And he talk about keep the little white church white, which I'm like, oh, what?
yeah.
But see, that's the
What other
thing.
color it's supposed to be? I don't know
We
why they would.
Well, I don't know if he talk about the outside or the inside. Which white? What you
Mm,
want, the inside white or you want the outside white? I'm
mm,
not sure.
yeah.
yeah,
I'm like,
that's the thing. If you're any small town in America outside a metroplex or a big city, it ain't small town no more.
no,
Not
no.
anymore. I mean, because the cities are grown and they gotta expand somewhere. So they're
yeah,
going to the small towns. And we
yeah.
see it all in the
But
Dallas area.
either way, if you and what he don't understand is this: if your small town say small, nobody's gonna live there
Yeah,
because you won't have nothing that's bringing
yeah,
in revenue. Nobody's gonna work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's nothing to
yeah.
work there.
yeah,
And actually,
So
the
these
crime will
small towns
raise
become
because you
ghosts.
don't have any. There's no opportunities there. There's no jobs there. So you're going to have more poor people in that small area, and they're going to get bored. And they get bored, or they need something. They're
Yeah.
going to rob some of the people in the
Your
town.
small town gonna become a ghost town.
Yeah,
After a while, people
board it
just
up.
gonna leave.
Yeah,
yeah.
board it up.
The jails are full with people from big cities and small towns. Ain't no discrimination in there. That jail cell. Ain't everybody in the jail from
Mhm.
big towns. Trust me.
Yeah,
So
but I get him. I understand what he's saying.
I understand what he's trying to say, but that's the point, because I know people are gonna light up the comments, and these bots are gonna light up the comments, and people are gonna be saying stuff and not even listening to our whole case. Like, I understand perfectly what he mean by the small town and small town values, but I also can see the racist stuff in them, and I think that's what we're all saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Now,
I think he took part of that guitar riff from Michael Jackson. That's all I'll say. It just sounded. I heard a little bit of. I'm familiar in that song. I'm like, was that almost a
Uh,
Michael Jackson? That dun dun kind of like rip. I was like, was that Mike?
yeah.
I'm just saying.
So man, we gonna pray for Jason Aldean and then all the fans and all the anti-fans, man. Congratulations, Mr. James. You made it. I think he's the number 2 country song in the country right now because of all the controversy. So congratulations. You're winning, whether people hate you or love you. You're winning right now. So congratulations on that. And I hope you sit down, man. Maybe we can sit him down with Louis Farrakhan.
freedom is a buck on fire. Freedom isn't free.
And he should have put a trap beat on there with Lil Nas X, man.
Yeah.
maybe,
Nah,
maybe we can
he'll
sit
be
him
on there.
down with somebody, man, and at least, if nothing, maybe he can get a little better understanding of why people would think the way the people who think it's racist or whatever. Maybe sit down with somebody and just talk about it, man. Might open your mind up a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So
Killer Mike a
appreciate
couple of
y'all
miles
watching, man.
away.
What you say?
I say Killer Mike a couple of miles away. They both got an album out right now.
Yeah, Killer Microwave. Or if you want to be a guest here on the 3200, man, we welcome you, Jason. We'll sit down and talk to you about some small town values.
Yeah, we know all about it. Dorita,
We'll pick your
Louisiana.
mind.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Got my granddad's shotgun.
Oh,
Nah,
God,
man. We'll keep it moving, man. Thank y'all for watching. Hey, man, if you love it, go ahead and hit that like button. For all you haters, go ahead and hit that hate button, man. As long as you watch a couple minutes of it, it's benefiting us. uh, so we appreciate y'all watching, man. We'll see you next time here on the 3200.
Peace.
Peace.